Pacquiao's a legend, but Keith Thurman coming for him. Hard right hand. He's hungry, dangerous, and he wants to make a statement. Thurman on the attack, Schwartz. The very impressive Manny Pacquiao. The global icon, the fighting senator. The fans are on their feet.
Time for poetry with Pacquiao.
Mr. Keith Thurman, sorry I have to beat you. I need a new belt.
This has been Poetry with Pacquiao.
All right, welcome back to Inside PBC Boxing. Now on the set, the two men in July 20th pay-per-view main...
So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to be watching this. This is the new episode of Inside PBC on Boxing that premiered. It's actually still on 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's actually 1:29. Oh, let me pause right here. It's 1:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June the 23rd, 2019. Tonight on Free TV Fox, we have Jermell Charlo versus Jorge Cota. But consider this my season premiere. It's time to get down to business. It's a lot of boxing coming up. And we are now, 27 days away from Pacquiao Thurman on pay-per-view, $74.99 if you order from the Fox website. So we're going to talk. Let me do some jump cuts. I know people like, ever since this nigga motherfucking learned what the fuck motherfucking jump cut me. All right, let me stop cussing. I'm going to show you some clips, the most important stuff from this episode, but first I got to watch it. Please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com, and things are changing. I'm giving Pacquiao more of a chance. Keith Thurman is the favorite for good reason. And this is Manny Pacquiao's toughest fight since Floyd Mayweather. Before that, this is the hardest puncher, depending on how you look at Matisse, since he's fought Wildman Juan Marquez and was put to sleep. This is a really significant fight. And if this was just 5 years ago, you know, in the boxing landscape of then, this would have been a million pay-per-view buy fight. 6 years ago, definitely a million pay-per-view buys. By the way, a lot of pay-per-views coming up with Pacquiao versus Thurman, Danny Garcia versus Mikey Garcia. News has come out that Sean Porter has confirmed, likely in this episode, I got to watch the rest of it, that he is going to be taking on Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford is in talks with Kell Brook. 147 is pretty on fire right now. But I'll be back. Please subscribe. This is TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.
You're the world. You're the what champion?
The super.
I like this right here. I gotta center it for you though, because here you can listen in though.
So I mean, I gotta ask. We talk A side, B side. Who really is the A side here? You being the super champion, but not having the resume that he has, the experience that he has. Are you technically the B side?
Well, you live in Vegas, right, Sean?
Yes, sir.
And I'm pretty sure if you checked with the bookies.
Now, you brought that to me last time. Those are bookies. Those are people that are telling you who you should bet on.
Because they do a lot of research, and bookies ain't trying to lose a lot of money. So
it's boxing calling you the A side.
I'm the A side.
It's boxing calling you the A side.
29-0, 22 knockouts. Manny Pacquiao is a legend who has been defeated. It's hard to go against a man who's never been defeated. They didn't go against Floyd.
Very true.
You know, I have a 10-year age gap. The real curveball in this whole scenario is, who is Keith Thurman in 2019? And I look forward to showing it July 20th.
You walking out first?
Oh, whatever the contract says. I walked out first versus Danny Garcia. I beat Danny Garcia.
You know, and yes, many feel, go read the comments. In fact, go look at comments on his fight against Jose Zito Lopez, and you're going to see, people think Keith Thurman shot. Who is Keith Thurman in 2019? People have been questioning whether he's still hungry, whether he will retire if he was to beat Manny Pacquiao. Who is he in 2019? Listen, I've been covering him for years. You know, one of the only champions, well, Danny Garcia too, that I've talked to on a consistent basis over, you know, the years. And one thing about Kieth Thurman is when he talks to the media, like, he get deep on you, especially if you catch him in like the Barclays Center, and like he just be spilling the beans on everything. So he has a high ring boxing IQ. The thing is, on the other side with Manny Pacquiao, is Manny Pacquiao has said time and time again, and he's, you know, he's conscious. He knows that he's the underdog. And he's saying this is the type of fight that really, really is the reason why he's still fighting. Like, you know, because of, you know, going against the odds. Manny Pacquiao is not a regular type of fighter. He is a legend. 40 years old he is. And still one of the top 10 welterweights, and at 40 years old competing at a high level. Because if he were to win, it's going to be huge. He is the underdog. Now, what Sean Porter was saying, you know, yes, Kieth Thurman is the B-side. But the bookies. Now, Manny Pacquiao's left hand is no myth. I want to see how Kieth Thurman deals with that. I'm really, really looking forward to that, because everybody it touches, you know, that one time it got Floyd, that one time. But anyway, that's over. That's over. If it touches you, that shit is no myth. I want to see it. We're going to talk about the undercard. Let me watch the rest of this episode first. And then we're going to talk a little bit more, because I've been talking for 6 minutes now, and I'm not even all the way in the episode. So also, I must let you know the PBC schedule, the face-to-face, you know, like HBO face-off with Max Kellerman. Well, I expect it to be deep. Expect for that TV lineup to be announced soon for the face-to-face. The docu-series build-up fight camp is what they call it. You know, we're 3 weeks away from the fight, 3.5, you know, well, less than 4 weeks away from the fight. You know, so a month. So they got to start, you know, rolling this stuff out now. We'll be right back.
Walking out has nothing to do with the performance.
You ain't said nothing to me.
You know, it is what it is.
How do you feel about being the betting underdog? I think it's the first time that you've been the underdog since you fought Floyd Mayweather Money. Is that additional fuel for you?
No, it's give more motivation in terms of like that. And every time that I get negative against me, it's give me more motivation to focus and work hard.
But with the resume that you have, do you not almost take offense at that?
Yeah, because I think they think that I'm 40 years old. You know, the mindset of fans of people or boxing analysts. When you get age of 40, it's gonna be you become lazy like that, or your career is over. But this is the time that I want to prove that not all 40 years old are, you know, are over. I mean, finish their career. So
you're a different kind of 40.
It's dangerous, and he's got the power. That's dangerous. The second thing Manny Pacquiao, the senator, needs to do is something that comes natural to him, which is counterpunch. Counterpunch. He's a counterpuncher. And how does he do that? He feints. Thurman comes in with the overhand right for sure, because he does it all the time. He lands a clean overhand left, and then he turns him. Leaves him there.
He's good with turning.
He feints him again. He has to make the same mistake, and now you could either throw an uppercut and hook.
Yeah, you can watch this full episode on demand. I finished the episode all the way up until they started talking about Caleb Plant, who is pretty much, you can say he's the lead undercard, even though that's taking place on free TV. So let's talk about it. Here's the card. It's going to obviously be Manny Pacquiao versus Kieth Thurman to unify the WBA World and WBA Super World titles at 147 pounds. Yordenis Ugás is taking on Omar Figueroa Jr. Let's hope Omar Figueroa makes it into the ring. Nery is returning to take on Juan Carlos Payano. Sergey Lipinets versus John Molina Jr. Caleb Plant versus Mike Lee, and F.A. Ajagba is on the card. I like this card. And if you look at it for a pay-per-view card, I like this card. I'm cool with it. You know, I'm cool in selling this to say, like, yo, this is a pay-per-view. Just over Pacquiao Thurman alone. But this is a really good undercard. Especially Yordenis Ugás versus Omar Figueroa. And Payano, Nery. Okay, let me rate the fights for you. Number one, obviously, Thurman, Pacquiao. Second is Yordenis Ugás versus Omar Figueroa. Third, I'm going to give to Caleb Plant versus Mike Lee. Highly interested in Sergey Lipinets versus John Molina Jr. because you never know what John Molina Jr. is going to show up. One fight he can get knocked out in like 20 seconds or something like he did against, how long was that? Against Antonio DeMarco of all people. And then the next fight he can have some shit like he did with Ivan Redkach. And a fight of the year with Lucas Matisse, so you never know what you're going to get from him. And Payano, well, he was destroyed by the monster. And, he is a former, it's a credible fight. So, TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. We have a podcast. So, if you like videos in like long form where you get to listen to more audio when you're driving or you're working out, and I'm not going to say all, but a lot of my interviews are going to be going onto my podcast. I'm going to be releasing all the information soon. My new microphone, I've been having some sound issues the last few weeks, but my microphone is going to be here on the 24th. It is 1:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June 23rd, 2019. Remember, the next videos you're going to see after this on the channel is going to be the Charlo versus Cota, which was supposed to be Charlo versus Harrison card. Next week, we got Jamel Charlo fighting, and also Demetrius Andrade card. So it's a lot of boxing coming up. And as you can see, I've cut out a lot of content on the channel. And also, I got a TstreeT Uncut channel, which is where I'm going to be doing everything on that channel. So, thank you for your patience. Just hang in there. We're going into the podcasting world. I'm very, very excited about this venture. This is something that I'm really, really, really looking forward to. I've been slowed down the last couple of weeks, and yes, the post-fight show, we're going to be here live, by the way, after Pacquiao versus Thurman with highlights. We're going to be here all fight week. We're going to be busy. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with FightView360.com. Please subscribe, like, comment, share.